Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another video with favorites, but this is a little different because all of these products I've been using for a long time, or I've repurchased them time and time again. I've at least been using all of these for a couple of years, some of them 15 years. This is a really cool video for me to be doing for me because I considered that I've bought a lot of different beauty products. I've had a lot of experience with them. Some are better than others, and some are so good that you just get them over and over and over again. I'm presenting to you the products that I have repurchased time and time again. Now, in order for me to return to something, it has to be good. Everything that I'm looking for in terms of value, it has to do what it says it does or what I'm looking to achieve. It also has to be affordable and reasonable. If I try something and it's excellent, but it is so exorbitant, I look for something else. It usually does take time to discover these key winning products that I'm going to share with you today. I 100% want to hear from you. I want to know, is there something that you're like really loyal to repurchasing? And what is it? How long have you been buying it? There's some things that the minute you discover it, you're like, we're going to do this again. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let's get started. Now, the first product I have been buying for 15 years, and this is a significant product because it was one of, if not the very first beauty product that showed me something relative to beauty science or beauty theory, if you will. This is hair bleach for the face. This is Cream Bleach by Jolen, and I buy the sensitive kind. This has got a little aloe in it. It's more calming. This will lighten up the hair on your face. Now, I have never been one to think that it would be reasonable to lighten or bleach the hair on your upper lip and think that it doesn't show, because when the sun shines, it shows. So I would never use it in that function for the facial hair. I'd rather recommend dermaplaning for that so that you could actually remove it and create a smooth canvas, or even better, IPL. That's a different conversation. What I like to use this for is lightening up my brows. I remember when I was quite young, I recognized that there was like a heaviness right around my eye area due to something. And I understood at some point that that something was the color and the depth of my brows. Not only was the placement a little bit, I mean, they were thick, but it was also the depth of color. And I thought to myself, if I were to be able to just almost undetectably lighten this, it would boost the radiance of my face. And I found that it did that. Using this is really simple. Everything is included in here, including the powder as well as the cream. And in that cream bleach kit, there's this really cute little mixing palette. Consistently for like 15 years, I've always just used what's included in order to mix up the product and even apply it to my brows. Once I have it on, then I leave it there for like 5 minutes because we don't need to make them blonde, but I leave it there and then wipe it off. And of course, it's important to remove all of the bleach, so I wash my face after. This is a beauty practice I do like twice a month. If I haven't done this for, let's say, like 3 weeks, I notice. I'm like, it's always that, something looks a little, I don't know, it's like, oh yeah, I didn't bleach my brows. There's a radiance that I instantly see when I do this. And this product being under $10, I only purchase once, at most twice a year. I'm doing these in no particular order. Next up, K18. I have not been buying this for a long time because it's actually not been around for even 10 years. But as soon as I started buying this and using it, I noticed that it works. This product takes a little bit of a learning curve. I really had to submit myself to their practice in terms of how to use it, because I wanted to go in and like use my it's like, no, it only works the way that it's intended to work if you do it by the instructions. There was no world where I wanted to shampoo my hair completely clean and then just put this in. My instinct is to always add a conditioner, but it is so important that K18 is used on freshly cleansed hair. So once I started doing that, I realized, wow, this is real. These science, they're figuring out what works and it's working. I bought it again and again. This is very expensive and it is very effective. Once I finished a small bottle of this, I now see this K18 product as something where I'm like, okay, wait, I want to do like a little mini makeover and just refresh the condition of my hair, you know, my my look, this is something where it's like, okay, well, let's buy that again and do the cycle of K18 because it ultimately brings your hair to be softer, more manageable, more healthy, but it doesn't need to be used constantly. This next product is really classic, Crest white strips. I for sure first tried these as a teenager, but maybe even younger. I remember being at a sleepover in like no, it wasn't grade 6. It was younger than that. And I remember being with my girlfriends. We had a little box of Crest white strips. We're like, should we do these? It was so scandalous. My one friend, she was like, guys, I don't think we should do this. It feels like we're doing drugs. And we were like, you're right, you're right. So like we didn't do the strips. I ended up trying these out later in life and they are awesome. They keep my teeth bright. And I think using whitening strips once a year has just been part of my life because it keeps my smile bright. And when I used to drink coffee, of course I needed to do something. All of these products had like superstar, they had a grand entrance. And when I started using this, I noticed that thing that always happened to my hair. You style it and then you go outside and it's very disheartening because suddenly all of your hair goes poof. And the style, the blowout, the straightness, whatever it is that I did to my hair gets immediately undone. This is a problem that I've had for a long time until I started using Dream Coat by Colorwow. They call this a supernatural shine spray, and this is a watery substance. This is, again, watery. This isn't using oil to try to weigh down your hair to defeat frizz. It can't be done. This actually seals the hair and the shaft of the hair is no longer open to the elements and humidity, which is what helps with frizz. I have bought bottle after bottle of this. One thing I really enjoy about this product outside of the results is you can't use too much of this. There's never been a time where I just washed my hair, section it, spray it, spray it, spray it, and then I realized, oh, I used too much. It can't be done with this. You could actually overuse this product and your hair won't be greasy because the formulation is watery, which is fantastic. This next product is a long time favorite, something that I've purchased again and again. And I first experienced this as a teenager. So this has probably been about 12 years that I've been using Soft and Gentle Highlight by MAC. This is a mineralized skin finish powder. And what that is exactly is something that is very luminous and shimmery without being overtly opaque. So you can put this over top of the cheekbones or on the bridge of your nose, and it just gives this luminous shine as if the sunlight is going directly on that spot. And the name Soft and Gentle has always been sweet to me. I always thought that was so beautiful. There's a lot of makeup brands that have their products named in a way that is unappealing or even vulgar, which I don't like, but I just think Soft and Gentle Highlight from MAC, I think it's so beautiful. And where I've been loving this for a long time, I still use this like a couple of times a month at least. I go through phases. This next product is for your lips. This is the Algenist Genius Collagen Lip Serum. It's gel and serum for your lips. It's not oily, it's not greasy, there's no Vaseline kind of texture to this. This is quite literally a serum with even more robust serum beads in the middle. This is comfortable on my lips, and whenever I'm looking for hydration, not elasticity, because there's such a big difference. That's a video in and of itself. Hydration is water-based support for your skin. That is so different from elasticity support from oil. This is hydration support for your lips, which you can't get with an oil. And this is something that I only have to buy once a year, but I'm always happy when I use it because it really does support your lips and make them feel very comfortable. And I repurchase it because it serves a very particular purpose in the winter. Next up, I have this, my most repurchased press-on nail manicure ever. I favor these over any other press-on manicure. I love a good press-on manicure. It's quick, effective, and it's cost efficient as opposed to going to the nail salon. That's great for a pedicure and to relax, but I like to have my nails done, and to rely or to need to pay in to a salon every couple of weeks is impractical financially, but it's also impractical time-wise. I love these, not only because of the design, but because they're easy to use. And I think that the shape of these nails, the angle of them is so beautiful, as well as that gel milky overlay. I think that's so pretty. My next favorite is something that I first tried when I was really young, maybe 12 years old, and I actually had a slight variation on this exact eyeshadow. This is called Omega by MAC. It is beautiful and peculiar. It's peculiar because it is a brown shade and it doesn't have any red in it. It doesn't have any warm, toasty, chestnut, brown, hot chocolate kind of shades. Rather, it has a ton of green in it. It is very peculiar in that way, and yet it's also not very deep or dark. So I like this because it can be used in many different ways. I had a limited edition version of this, which is no longer available. That was the thing I tried when I was 12, and it was slightly sparkly, but it was this color. Really cool, but a little bit less practical. However, this MAC Omega shade is constantly available, and it is beautiful in every circumstance, whether I do a really light eyelid and then put Omega in the crease, or I could really pack this onto the lid, diffuse it up through the crease, and it gives such a smoky, smoldering yet subtle smoky eye, which is so gorgeous. And I also like this along the lower lash line to diffuse black liner. This one in particular right now, this is cracked and I fixed it, but it's a little powdery because I put a lot of rubbing alcohol in it and I packed it down again. Maybe I'll get a new one, but when this happens to my makeup, I like to fix it myself using the rubbing alcohol method. I made a video on how you can fix broken makeup, so I'll put that in the description, but I generally like to use these things until they're gone. So if this stays really powdery and difficult to open upside like this, it's okay. The next product is actually a duo. This is a shampoo and conditioner set by Redken. This is their acidic bonding concentrate shampoo and conditioner. This has 7% citric acid, I believe. The citric acid is the key. When I use a shampoo, I historically have not really ever been able to tell, is it doing anything? And so I don't put a ton of emphasis on it. For whatever reason, I decided I would try, and when I did, I was like, that's what a good shampoo is, and I decided to get the conditioner as well. This smells beautiful, it's bright, and it's also easy to lather. My hair is so smooth and shiny when I use this. But here's the thing, sometimes I get comfortable with the thing that really works, and then I'm like, let me just try some new shampoos. And I don't repurchase this, but that's what I keep coming back to this for, because I try other things and they clean my hair, but this one actually affects the length of my hair. So I keep coming back to it and I really enjoy using it. Last up is blush. Blush is it's beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I love blush. There's a lot of makeup products that I don't really care for that much. Whether it's this color or that one, MAC blush is a repurchase regardless. No matter what brands I've tried, I always look back to MAC because their blushes are really beautiful. I have this one, which is called Pink Swoon. This one is called Fleur Power. This one is the first that I tried back when I was 16 years old. This is definitely a staple color. This one is called Gleeful, and it's a mineralized finish. So this has a slight sheen and shimmer on the top of the skin. And then this one called Cheeky Bits is very, very prominent and very obvious. It's got a lot of shine. The shine effect in this one is a little bit silvery. I like this a lot, but my all-time favorite is definitely Fleur Power. That is beautiful. This product really took me for a surprise when I was in my early 20s. These are the Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. I didn't really know how to buy skincare. Talk about complex and difficult, but this was something I just tried, and wow, this was a prominent experience for me because I had settled for the texture and the bumpiness on my forehead, but this not only helped with my blackheads, but it finally moved the needle, as I like to say, on that texture issue that I had just kind of thought was like, okay, let's just like assume that this is normal. I never had inflammation that was red or really any color at all, so I didn't really look like I had acne, but I always had little bumps. When I started using these peel pads, I was like, wow, this is a product I want to use again and again. Now, this is a two-step at-home peel made. I believe it's designed to be something that people can do at home that's close to an in-clinic peel, but safe enough that you could do it yourself. It does go relatively deep and resurface the whole surface of your skin. I even use this around the backs of my ears. There was a point where I just thought, oh, I just gotta use this every day. I was like, I gotta always have this every day. And you don't need to do that. This was something where I just knew, okay, now I can actually know that my skin is gonna stay clear, because that wasn't something that I always had confidence in. Breakouts would just kind of happen. but this started to really change my skin and get me more interested in skincare because I kind of finally saw the point. I had so much fun with you guys today sharing my favorite products. These are hard-won favorites. Some of them I knew right away. After trying a lot of beauty products, and I still am, I continue to repurchase these and even look for deals because I know that I like them. So anytime there's Sephora sales or any opportunity to save on these products, I will absolutely take it because these are steadfast favorites and they really made my beauty routine more efficient and more effective. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. I have so many videos and I hope that you will enjoy some of them. I'm going to leave all those products that I just mentioned linked in order of mention with timestamps down below, so check those out and leave a comment below. Let me know, what products are you repurchasing? What things have you got over and over again? I definitely want to see your comments below, so I will be reading those. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. God bless you in Jesus' name, and I'll see you very, very soon.